Now, how do we actually get started? Well, you could go to n8n.io, and I don't recommend doing this because if you go to pricing, you can see it's $20 per month if you go annually, otherwise $24 per month or $50 per month if you go annually again for the Pro plan. Now, those are significantly more expensive. I'm going to show you a way to save about 75% of that, so significantly cheaper, and you get exactly the same stuff. It really does work the same if you're doing self-hosting instead of through n8n.io, because n8n is open source, so you don't have to go through this platform if you're doing your own VPS self-hosting. So how do we do that? Well, in a new tab, you can either copy and paste the link in the top of the description, or you could type in santralmedia.com/n8n, hit enter, and that will take you to a page that looks like this. So you're able to do self-hosted N8N, and it's $5 per month instead of $20 per month. This is through Hostinger. We've used them a lot for a lot of other hosting for websites. So they're super fast, super reliable, and honestly very, very affordable as well. So if we click on choose your plan, it'll scroll us down, and we have many different plans to choose from. And these plans are going to be generally different in terms of speed, storage, and bandwidth. You can see those numbers down here. And so to get started, I'm just going to go with KVM2. You could select whichever one you want. And if it's not fast enough or if it's more than you need, you can always change the plan later. So I'll select KVM2. We'll say choose plan. So you can choose 1 month, 12 months, or 24 months. I would recommend at least 12 months, and I'll show you why in just a second. But if you look at 1 month, it's $10 per month, which is already cheaper than $17.99 per month. But next month, it will renew at $18 per month, as you can see right there. Additionally, I'll give you a discount code. It only works one time, so you get a discount off of $10 for 1 month, versus if you go to 12 months, it is $8.49 per month, and it renews at $15 per month next year. So you're locking in that $8.49 per month for an entire year. And like I said, we do have a coupon code. So if you type in over here, we type in Santrel10, we say apply, and that will save 10% on the entire order, which, like I said, is already so much cheaper than n8n.io. You're looking at, this would be about 4 or 5 months of n8n over on their site, but we're getting 12 months right here. So I'm going to select the location, USA, Boston, that's close enough to me. We can choose the operating system, so n8n, that's what we want, that's what we're hosting here, and then we can say continue. Now we can create our account with Hostinger. Then you can enter your billing information, and again, make sure you have that coupon code Santrel10 to save that 10% on the entire order. All right, once your payment is completed, we can say get started, and it should take a couple minutes for this to set up. All right, so once we get to this page, I'm going to click on Manage VPS, the little purple button there. Now we can skip this. This is going to ask us some basic questions to kind of customize their dashboard. I'll say skip, and it should look something like this. The dashboard may change slightly, but you'll see N8N on the top. If you don't see it on the left side, you can click on OS and panel, click on operating system, and you can install N8N here. You can find it down there and install it if you want to change the OS. We don't need to do that. Instead, we can go back to overview on the top, and we'll click on manage app next to N8N, and that will bring us into N8N. Now we have our server. It is self-hosted, so we're saving all of that money, and it's essentially going to be identical. We're able to do all the automations. We'll say get started, and then send me a free license key. You'll check your email, you'll get the license key. Then once we get our license key, we can go down to settings, or you can just click on usage and plan on the bottom right, but we can go to settings. We can then go to usage and plan, and you'll see right here, we can then say enter activation key, and we'll enter the key that was emailed to us. All right, you should get a little green check mark that says license activated on the bottom. We can get out of settings by clicking back.